Hello students, today we are gonna do the problem based on chemical equations, that is stoichiometry. Now what is stoichiometry? Stoichiometry is the calculation of reactants and products in the chemical reaction. मतलब ਸਟੋਇਕਿਓਮੈਟਰੀ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਕੀ ਹੈ? ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਰਿਐਕਟੈਂਟਸ ਜਾਂ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਕਟਸ ਰਿਐਕਟ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹੈ ਇੱਕ ਕੈਮੀਕਲ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ 'ਚ. ਫॉर एग्जांपल if we take the example, suppose interpretation, it can be interpreted in different ways, like N2 plus H2 gives NH3, right? Let me balance this reaction. 2, 3. Now in the form of, if we write in the form of molecules, 1 molecule, 3 molecules, 2 molecules. This is called as molecular interpretation. Molecular interpretation. Like 1 molecule of nitrogen when reacts with the 3 molecules of hydrogen gives 2 molecules of ammonia. This is called molecular interpretation. See, stoichiometry, what is stoichiometry? It is the calculation of quantity of reactants and products involved in a chemical reaction. Basically क्वांटिटी किन्ने रिएक्टेंट्स या प्रोडक्ट इन्वॉल्वड है उन्होंने आप कहने हैं केमिकल रिएक्शन. इफ वी वांट टू डू इन द मोल, सी यू कैन से 1 मोल ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, 3 मोल्स ऑफ हाइड्रोजन गिव्स 2 मोल्स ऑफ अमोनिया. दिस इज मोलर इंटरप्रिटेशन. Similarly, you can say, if we take in the form of mass, you can say, because molar mass of nitrogen is 14 gram and N2 है तो फिर क्या होएगा 28 gram, 6 gram of hydrogen and 2 into 17, that means 34 gram. यानी कि you can say 28 grams of nitrogen when reacts with the 6 gram of hydrogen gives 34 gram of ammonia. This is called mass interpretation. Mass interpretation. So you can say simple quantity या calculation of the quantity of reactants and products. भी कितने reactants, how much reactants and products are involved in a chemical reaction, that is known as its stoichiometry. Or you can simply say in Greek, because it has come from Greek. So stoichion means element and metrin means measurement. That means element measurement, how much element you have taken. Now the problems involving these calculations are of 3 types. One is involving mole-mole relationship, that we have already done in the mole concept. Now involving mass-mass relationship, involving mass volume relationship, and the third one is volume relationship. Now how you will do the numericals of these types? After that we are gonna solve the numerical of each type, 1 to 2 numericals of each type. Then I'll also upload that PDF in the description box. Now first of all you have to write the balanced chemical reactions. We must, that will tell us how much reactants have reacted with each other to give the products. We need to write the balanced chemical equation. Next we have to select the symbols and formulas of the species, that means atoms and molecules whose weights or volumes are either given or to be calculated. या तो उन्होंने volumes या weight given होएगा या तो we have to calculate. Now write down the atomic masses, molar masses, moles, molar volumes involved in the calculations. Okay, we have to write like in maths. In the maths you have to write like what the things people are given with, you are provided with. Similarly in these types also, you have, first of all you write what things you have already given in the numericals. जो अपन ऑलरेडी गिवन होएगा वी हैव टू राइट कि हाँ अपन इस मॉलिक्यूल दा या इस एलिमेंट दा अपन मास गिवन है या व्हाटसोएवर वी आर गिवन विद, वी हैव टू राइट फर्स्ट. Now next, calculate the quantity of desired substance by simple mathematical calculations. Okay, now starting with the first numerical, which is mass relationship. We'll start with the mass. Listen it carefully. What mass of copper oxide will be obtained by heating 12.35 gram of copper carbonate? See, the reactions are not gonna come in the exams. You have to write them by your own. I have written for your reference. Now next question we'll do. What mass of copper oxide will be obtained by heating 12.3 gram of copper carbonate? कॉपर कार्बोनेट ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੀਟ ਕਰਦੇ ਆਂ ਬਾਈ ਹੀਟਿੰਗ 12.3 ਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਆਫ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ 12.35 ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ 12.35 ਗ੍ਰਾਮ ਆਫ ਕਾਪਰ ਕਾਰਬੋਨੇਟ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੀਟ ਕੀਤਾ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਮਾਸ ਆਪਣੇ ਕੋਲ ਕਾਪਰ ਆਕਸਾਈਡ ਦਾ ਨਿਕਲ ਕੇ ਆਏਗਾ. ਦੈਟ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ, ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਮਾਸ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਗਿਵਨ ਐਂਡ ਵੀ ਹੈਵ ਟੂ ਆਲਸੋ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਆਊਟ ਦ ਮਾਸ ਆਫ ਵਨ ਸਪੀਸ਼ੀਜ਼. Okay, now first of all we'll calculate the molar mass, as atomic mass will be given to you in the exam. 63.5 of copper, 12 of carbon and 16 into 3, that is 16 is the molar mass of oxygen into 3 because 3 atoms of oxygen has been provided to you. That comes out to be 123.5 gram. And next we have find out copper oxide 63.5 plus 16, that comes out to be 79.5. This is the chemical reaction when copper carbonate heated, it gives copper oxide plus carbon dioxide. Now according to the question 123.5 gram of copper carbonate when heated gives copper oxide how much? 79.5. And 1 gram of copper carbonate will be heated will give 79.5 divided by 123.5. And in question we are supposed to find out the mass of copper oxide when 12.35 gram of copper carbonate is heated. So 12.35 gram of copper carbonate when heated gives, we have find out the 1 gram and we will multiply with the 1 gram. 12.35, which comes out to be 7.95. After solving you will get the answer 7.95 gram. Don't forget to write the units, otherwise half of the marks will be deducted in the exam. Now the next one is calculate the weight of limestone obtained. Calculate the weight of limestone obtained by heating 200 kg of 98% pure limestone. Okay, calculate the weight of lime obtained by heating 200 kg of 95% pure limestone. Okay, now listen, pure 95% and we take a total 100 gram. ठीक है, 95% that means 95% by mass. If we take, I have already told in the previous one कि if it is taken, so we just by default we take the total is 100 gram, and if in 100 gram 95 gram is pure and 5 gram is not pure. So you can write 100 kg of limestone, that is CaCO3, that has already been given in the question, contain pure substance is equal to how much? 95 kg. 95 kg pure substance. Okay, 100 kg limestone ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ already given ਹੈ 95 kg pure ਹੈ. So if in 1 kg contains 95 over 100, that means 95 over 100, that means 0.95. So in 200 kg, how much pure limestone will be there? 0.95 into 200, that will comes out to be 190 kg. 190 kg. Now what is the demand of the question? Now they are saying they have given us weight and we have to calculate the weight. Now first of all we'll write the chemical reaction. Calcium carbonate when heated gives you calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Now they are giving us this. Now what we have to solve, we'll find out their molar mass. Calcium is 40, carbon 12 plus 16 into 3. Okay, here 40 plus 16 and it comes out to be 40 plus 12 52 16, that comes out to be 100 kg, because 100 grams. 100 grams and 40 plus 16, that comes out to be 56 grams, because the quantities are given in kg, so we'll consider them in kg. We'll take them in kg, standard atomic mass, we'll take them in standard like grams, or we'll take, because demand of question is the same, in kg. Okay, now 100 kg of calcium carbonate produce 56 kg of calcium oxide, right? I don't have space. See, 100 kg of calcium carbonate produces CaO, calcium oxide, that means lime, how much? 56 kg, and 1 kg produces 56 over 100. So we have already solved, and we need 200 kg of 95% pure limestone. उन्होंने क्या सी pure limestone 200 kg of 95% pure limestone ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਹੋਏਗਾ? First of all we calculated 200 kg ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕਿੰਨਾ pure limestone ਹੈ, that is 190 kg we solved. So now we have to solve कि 190 kg of calcium carbonate will produce how much? 56 over 100 into 190. After solving you will get 106.4 kg. After solving you will get 106.4 kg. Okay, now coming to the next question. What is your next question? Next question is, how many moles of methane are required to produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide on combustion? How, again, reaction will not be given in the exam, you have to write by your own. How many moles of methane are required to produce 22 grams of carbon dioxide on combustion? Methane, combustion means burning in the presence of air. CH4 plus O2, as we know the rules, first of all we have to write the balanced chemical equation and number of moles involved in the, we must know the stoichiometry, that means number of moles or number of molecules participating in the reaction. CH4 plus 2O2 gives CO2 plus 2H2O. This is the balanced chemical reaction. Now how many moles they are asking? 1 mole of CH4 give 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Listen it very carefully. 1 mole of methane gives 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Okay, now first of all we'll calculate the number of moles of 22 grams of carbon dioxide. You know the formula. Given mass by molar mass. Given mass is 22 and molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44. That comes out to be 0.5, right? They are saying, now again we'll study the question, how many moles of methane are required to produce by 22 gram of carbon dioxide on combustion. See, now we have, as our balanced equation says, कि 1 mole of methane will produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide. Now see, now they are saying how many moles will be produced from 22 gram of how many moles of methane will be required to produce 22 gram. Now we have calculated the number of moles of carbon dioxide, that is given mass by that is 0.5. Now see, this is mole to mole relationship. Now see, moles are required. Now 1 mole will require 1 mole required to produce 1 mole of carbon dioxide. So if 1 is required, so for 0.5 will be required. So to produce 0.5 mole of carbon dioxide, 0.5 mole of methane will be required. It was quite easy. That means to produce 0.5 mole of carbon dioxide, 0.5 mole of methane was required, because 1 mole means 1 mole. So half mole will, अगर half mole होएगा तो half mole ही चाहिए होएगा. Half mole, that means if 1 mole of methane produce कर रहे 1 mole of carbon dioxide, that means half mole of methane will be required to produce half mole of carbon dioxide. It was so very easy. Now the next question is mass volume relationship. Now the first numerical is KClO3 on heating potassium chlorate on heating decomposes to give KCl and O2. Again chemical reaction is not given, we will write by ourselves. What is the volume of O2 at NTP liberated by 0.1 mole of Kc? Okay, listen it very carefully, this is very important. Okay, first of all we'll write the chemical reaction. KClO3 will give KCl plus O2. First of all we'll balance here 3 2 3 and here 2. Okay, we balanced the reaction. Now 2 mole of this, now they are talking about O2, will not consider this. KCl gives 3 mole of O2. Now see, you know that at NTP 1 mole will liberate how much O2? 22.4 liters, and 3 moles will we know it, 22.4 will multiply it and it comes out to be, let me calculate, 67.2 liter. Okay, now we have calculated. Now you know, now they are saying KClO3 on heating decomposes to give KCl and O2. See, this stoichiometry is quite tricky. First of all, you need to understand everything. You need to understand the question. What is the demand of question? What the things are given. That's why first of all I discussed the rules. Ki first of all you need to balance the equation. Then you need to understand the quantities and what to be solved and what not to be solved. What is given and what you have to solve. First of all, you make it very clear. You have to make it very sure कि ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ and ਆਪਾਂ solve ਕੀ ਕਰਨਾ ਹੈ question ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. The question ਦੀ demand ਕੀ ਹੈ, because on paper it won't be given कि this is mass volume relationship question. You have to understand what you people are provided with, what you people are given with, then you have to solve the question. Otherwise there is no use, because stoichiometry is a bit difficult to understand, or bit it's not actually it's not difficult to understand. Actually you need, if you guys understood the question properly, then you people will be able to solve the question. Now listen, we have written now, because they have told us to find out the volume at ntp. ntp means 22.4 liter. So we solved that, because 1 mole occupy this much volume, 22.4. so how much 3 moles will occupy? We have already solved it. Now according to the question, 2 moles of KClO3 liberates 67.2 liter of O2. Okay, so 1 mole of KCl liberate 67.2 over 2. See, now they have told us to solve liberated by 0.1, so it will multiply. It's very easy. 67.2 divided by 2 into 0.1, which comes out to be, let me solve, 3.36 liter. Okay, coming to the next question. I hope you people will understand it properly. Okay, now this question is a bit tricky. Please understand it carefully. This question is very important, a bit tricky. Please listen it very carefully. A mixture of two bivalent metals. Bivalent metals means whose valency is 2. A and B having mass 2 gram when dissolved in HCl. मतलब उन्हां दा collective mass कितना होया 2 gram when dissolved in HCl at STP. At STP 2.24 liter. It's 2.24 liter of hydrogen gas is evolved. Okay, so I haven't completed the question. The next part will be, what is the mass of A present in the mixture? A present in the mixture. Now listen it very carefully. Now see, we are given a mixture of two bivalent metals, A and B having mass 2 gram when dissolved in HCl at STP. See, we are not given the mass of A, we are not given the mass of B, but we people are given the collective mass. So as in maths, what do you guys do? Suppose if the total mixture mass is given, then you subtract it from you consider one of the mass x, and then you subtract it from the total mass. Similarly, we'll do the same in this question as well. See, we'll take the mass of 1, we'll consider one mass, like let the mass of A be, let the mass of A be x grams, and the mass of B, that is 2 minus x, because total mass has been given 2, and so definitely अगर हम अपा 2 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ A ਦਾ ਮਾਈਨਸ ਕਰਤਾ, definitely we will be left behind with the mass of B. Now what we have to do is that now we'll write the chemical equations. ठीक है, we'll write the chemical equations, because A and B metals are bivalent and they are reacting with the HCl. Okay, A reacts with HCl, gives ACl2, because this is bivalent metal will produce H2. Similarly, B is also a bivalent, it also reacts with BCl2. Okay. See, we'll take the example. Now we are given with the atomic mass of A, that means 15, and the atomic mass of B we are provided with 30. Now we have considered the mass of A, that is x gram, and the mass of B 2 minus x gram. See, now how will calculate the mole? How will we calculate given mass by molar mass? So the moles comes out to be x by 15. X by 15. X by 15. Given mass by molar mass. Now B is 2 minus x over 30. 2 minus x over 30. 2 minus x over 30. So if 1 mole of A reacts with HCl, it produces 1 mole of H2. So the moles of H2 also comes out to be x by 15. Similarly, when B reacts with HCl, it also 1 mole of B also when reacts with HCl, it gives 1 mole of hydrogen. So the answer comes out to be, the mole of hydrogen also will be 2 minus x by 30. Now see, ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਕਿ 1 ਮੋਲ A ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰੇਗਾ 1 ਮੋਲ ਹਾਈਡਰੋਜਨ, 1 ਮੋਲ B ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰੇਗਾ 1 ਮੋਲ ਆਫ ਹਾਈਡਰੋਜਨ. Now we have find out the moles. We need to know the total moles of hydrogen produced by the mixture. How much gas will be evolved. Now see what we will do. Now what they have given कि this much volume of gas is evolved. This much volume. We are only given कि this much volume has been evolved at STP. Again we know that at STP the standard volume is 22.4 liter. So we will divide. So we will get the total number of, like ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਿ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰ ਬਣਾਉਣ 'ਚ ਬ੍ਰਿਕਸ ਯੂਜ਼ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਨੇ, ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਟੋਟਲ ਨੰਬਰ ਵੋਲਿਊਮ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਜੇ ਸਪੋਜ਼ ਰੂਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇੱਕ ਰੂਮ ਬਣਾਉਣ 'ਚ ਕਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਬ੍ਰਿਕਸ ਯੂਜ਼ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਤੇ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਵੋਲਿਊਮ ਆਫ ਦੀ ਰੂਮ ਡਿਵਾਈਡਡ ਬਾਈ ਦਾ ਵੋਲਿਊਮ ਆਫ 1 ਬ੍ਰਿਕ. ਸਿਮਿਲਰਲੀ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ ਟੋਟਲ ਨੰਬਰ ਆਫ ਮੋਲਸ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਕਰਾਂਗੇ ਵੋਲਿਊਮ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਨੇ ਇਵੋਲਵ ਕੀਤੀ डिवाइडेड बाय द वॉल्यूम ऑफ 1 मोल. ठीक है. सो इट कम्स आउट टू बी 0.1 मोल. टोटल नंबर ऑफ मोल्स ऑफ H2 evolved. That means 0.1 mole. Now we know the total number of moles of hydrogen produced. From there, if we add, because A ਤੇ B ਦੋਨੋਂ ਰਿਐਕਟ ਕਰਕੇ ਹਾਈਡਰੋਜਨ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਗੈਸ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਨੇ. ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਜਦੋਂ A ਨਾਲ ਰਿਐਕਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਪਤਾ ਚੱਲ ਗਿਆ ਕਿੰਨੇ ਮੋਲਸ ਉਹਨੇ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਕੀਤੇ. ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨੇ B ਨਾਲ ਰਿਐਕਟ ਕੀਤਾ ਵੀ ਆਲਸੋ ਗੈਟ ਟੂ ਨੋ ਹਾਊ ਮਚ ਮੋਲਸ ਇਟ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸਡ. ਐਂਡ ਜੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਗਿਵਨ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ STP ਕੰਡੀਸ਼ਨ ਦਿੱਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਅਕੋਰਡਿੰਗ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੱਢ ਲਏ ਟੋਟਲ ਨੰਬਰ ਆਫ ਮੋਲਸ ਆਫ ਹਾਈਡਰੋਜਨ. ਸੋ ਇਫ ਵੀ ਐਡ ਬੋਥ ਦ ਮੋਲਸ ਵਿਲ ਬਿਕਮ ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਕੁਅਲ ਆ ਜਾਣਗੇ 0.1 ਦੇ. ਇਨ ਦੈਟ ਵੇ ਵਿਲ ਬੀ ਏਬਲ ਟੂ ਫਾਈਂਡ ਆਊਟ ਦ ਵੈਲਿਊ ਆਫ x ਐਂਡ ਆਲਸੋ ਵਿਲ ਗੈਟ ਦ ਮਾਸ ਆਫ A. ਨਾਓ ਸੀ x plus 15 plus 2 minus x by 30 is equal to 0.1. After solving whole the process, like we'll solve. See, we'll solve the question. Comes out to be 45 at 3. Wait. First of all, calculate the. You know how to calculate. You just take the LCM. Let me calculate the LCM of this. Let me solve. Wait, 5, 10, 6, 30. LCM comes out to be 30. 2x minus plus 2 minus x is equal to 0.1, x plus 2, 30 into 0.1, that means 3, x comes out to be 1, x comes out to be 1. Okay, so we got the mass of A. We already considered the mass of A is x gram, so the mass of the A is 1 gram and the mass of B is also 1 gram. That's why the total mass becomes 2 grams. Okay, now the next topic is volume relationship. Okay, that means problem involving volume relationship. Let me study the question. What volume of oxygen at NTP is needed to cause the complete combustion of 200 milliliter of acetylene? You know the meaning of acetylene? Acetylene is ethyne. Complete combustion of 200 milliliter of acetylene. Also calculate the volume of carbon dioxide formed. Okay, first condition is what's the volume of carbon dioxide at NTP is needed to cause the complete combustion, and next also we have to calculate ki how much volume of carbon dioxide is formed. Okay, we'll write first of all, again we will not be provided with the chemical equation. We have to write by ourselves. C2H2, because the formula of ethylene is CH2 triple bond CH2. So in molecular form you can write C2H2 plus O2 gives carbon dioxide plus water. We need to balance the reaction. Okay, 2 4. Okay, hydrogen comes out to be 8, so we'll write 4. So now the oxygens are 8 4 12, so we'll write here 6 O2. Let me calculate again. 4 2s are 8. No, hydrogen are 4, so oxygen is 5 O2. Okay, 2 volume of C2H2 when reacts with 5 volume produces 4 volume of carbon dioxide. We are nothing to do with the water, because अपन question the demand with जो given, बस जो उन्होंने solve करने को किया, that I've already told in the when I started this topic कि जो given है या जो आप we need to find, we will write only those things. We are not to write the extra things that we are not to solve, that are not of any use actually. So okay, 2 volume means we can write 2 milliliter, 5 milliliter. By default you have to take this. 4 volume means 4 milliliter. Okay, what volume of oxygen at NTP is needed? Again the question is NTP. Okay, is needed because what volume of oxygen at NTP is needed to cause the complete combustion of 200 ml of acetylene. Okay, see, 2 ml of acetylene at NTP requires O2 is equal to how much? 5 ml. 5 ml. Now here we will not multiply with 22.4 because we are already taking volume and volume relationship. Upon the एक दी भी volume लेके चल रहे हैं, दूसरे दी भी volume, क्योंकि यहाँ च mole volume relationship नहीं है, because no, we know that 1 mole will occupy 22.4 milliliter. 22.4 liters. Here is no mole to volume relationship. We are already आप reactant दी भी volume लेके चल रहे हैं, तो then reactant किन्नी volume ना, तो we'll take कि हाँ normal conditions होते ही reaction, because combustion is taking a place at normal condition. As अपन क्वेश्चन की डिमांड यही है कि व्हाट वॉल्यूम ऑफ ऑक्सीजन एट NTP इज नीडेड. सो ऑलरेडी इट इज गोइंग लाइक दिस ओनली, मतलब अपन वॉल्यूम रिलेशनशिप है. सो 1 milliliter at NTP requires 5 milliliter divided by 2. So they have told us to solve 200 milliliter. 200 up 1 milliliter काट लिया, then we'll multiply this with 200 and answer comes out to be 500 milliliter. ये तो ऑक्सीजन का काम हो गया. नाउ ऑल्सो दे हैव टोल्ड कि कितनी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस होएगी. सी 2 milliliter प्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं 4 milliliter, तब यू विल सॉल्व बाई योर सेल्फ. 1 milliliter कितनी प्रोड्यूस करेगा 4/2 एंड 200 कितनी प्रोड्यूस करेगा 4/2 इंटू 200, दैट कम्स आउट टू बी 400. यू विल सॉल्व इट बाई योर ओन. नाउ द नेक्स्ट इज वेरी 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 इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक, दैट इज लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. ये भी आप स्टोइकियोमेट्री दे विच ही कंसिडर कर लेने. नाउ लिसन इट वेरी केयरफुली. व्हाट इज लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट और लिमिटिंग रिएक्टेंट, यू कैन से limiting reagent or limiting reactant. Now limiting reagent is the reagent which is in, you can say, which will completely used up in the reaction. ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਉਦੋਂ completely stop ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਜਦੋਂ one of the reactant ਕੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ, ਖਤਮ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ. if one of the reactant is used up completely in the reaction, ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੀ chemical reaction ਕੀ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ, stop ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ. यानी कि if one reagent is present in excess and other one is in limited amount, ਤਾਂ ਉੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਆਪਣੀ reaction stop ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ. ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਦੇਖੋ सपोज चलो आप एक डेली लाइफ बेस से आप एक रिएक्शन ते आप डेली बेसिस ते एग्जाम्पल लैके चलते हैं. सपोज वी नीड टू मेक अ सैंडविच, वी नीड 2 ब्रेड्स एंड सपोज 1 चीज स्लाइस. अपने को की बन गया सैंडविच. सपोज राइट, वी नीड 2 ब्रेड्स एंड 1 चीज स्लाइस. सपोज I have now 28 breads and 11 cheese slice. 28 breads and 11 cheese slice. So how much sandwiches I will be able to make? I will be able to make only 11 sandwiches because I have only 11 cheese slices. मतलब 11 I will be able to make only because एक चीज़ स्लाइस, एक सैंडविच बना ली, 2 की यूज़ हो रहा है, 2 ब्रेड्स यूज़ हो रहे हैं. मतलब 11 चीज स्लाइस होंगे तो 11 ब्रेड्स, 11 सैंडविचेस, 11 into 22, 11 into 2 that means 22 breads are used up and remaining 6 breads are left behind. तो उन्होंने कोई यूज नहीं बिकॉज अपनी रिएक्शन उदो ही स्टॉप होगी या उदो ही मैं सैंडविच बनाने बंद करते जो मेरे को चीज स्लाइस खत्म हो गई. दैट मीन्स the reaction will stop when one of the reactant is used up in the chemical reaction. That is known the reagent which is used up completely in the chemical reaction, that will become the limiting reagent, and reaction also depends on that limiting reagent. बेसिकली रिएक्शन भी फिर उनते ते डिपेंड करेगी बिकॉज जो खत्म हो गया उस तो बाद केमिकल रिएक्शन उत्थे ही की हो जाएगी, स्टॉप हो जाएगी. दैट इज नोन एज द लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट. होप यू गाइज have understood. We'll do the numerical of the same. Suppose we are given 50 kg of nitrogen and 10 kg of hydrogen. 50 kg of nitrogen and 10 kg of hydrogen are mixed to form ammonia. Calculate the mass of ammonia produced. We have to calculate the mass of the ammonia produced. Okay. ਹੁਣ ਇਹ ਕੌਣ ਫਿਗਰ ਆਊਟ ਕਰੇਗਾ ਵੀ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਮਾਸ ਅਮੋਨੀਆ ਦਾ ਡਿਪੈਂਡ ਹੈ. ਬਿਕਾਜ਼ ਅੱਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਾਂ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦੇ ਸੀ, ਇੱਕ ਕੁਆਂਟੀਟੀ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਦੇ ਸੀਗੇ ਪਿਛਲੇ ਕੁਐਸਚਨਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ, ਆਪਾਂ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਕੁਆਂਟੀਟੀ ਉਸ ਵਿਦ ਰਿਸਪੈਕਟ ਟੂ ਆਪਾਂ ਦੂਸਰੀ ਕੁਆਂਟੀਟੀ ਕੱਢ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਸੀ. ਨਾਓ ਵੀ ਆਰ ਗਿਵਨ ਵਿਦ ਦ 2 ਥਿੰਗਸ, 2 ਦੇ ਮਾਸ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਨੇ. ਨਾ ਫਸਟ ਆਫ ਆਲ ਵਾਟ ਵੀ ਵਿਲ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਟ ਕਿ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਪਲੀਟਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਰਿਹਾ ਹੈ. ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕੰਪਲੀਟਲੀ ਯੂਜ਼ਡ ਅਪ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਰਿਐਕਸ਼ਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਉਹੀ ਹੀ ਫਿਗਰ ਆਊਟ ਕਰ ਸਕਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਮਾਸ ਅਮੋਨੀਆ ਦਾ ਪ੍ਰੋਡਿਊਸ ਹੋਇਆ ਹੈ. ਸੋ ਫਸਟ ਆਫ ਆਲ ਟੂ ਕੈਲਕੂਲੇਟ ਦ mass of ammonia produced, we'll find out the limiting reagent. Also they have told us to find the limiting reagent in the production of ammonia. So first of all we'll write the things which we are provided with. Nitrogen mass 50 kg, हाइड्रोजन मास 10 kg. Okay, हाइड्रोजन मास 10 kg. We'll convert them in grams by multiplying 50 kg, no? Right? Okay. First of all, we'll write the chemical reaction. N2, when reacts with hydrogen, it gives ammonia. 2, 3. That means 1 mole requires 3 moles of hydrogen to give 2 moles of ammonia. First of all, we'll find the moles of nitrogen. वो अपन गिवन मास बाय मोलर मास ला के कढ़ लांगे 50 kg ਨੂੰ ਆਪਾਂ ਕਨਵਰਟ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਗ੍ਰਾਮਸ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ. that comes out to be 50,000. gram. Wait. $50,000 because multiply by 1000 divided by 28, which comes out to be 1785.7 moles kind of. Let me correct the question. Okay. Okay. Now moles of H2. Moles of H2, 10,000 divided by H2 means 2 grams. 5,000 moles. 5,000 moles. Okay. 5,000 moles, and here we are given यानी कि ਹੁਣ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ 1 mole reacts with 3 moles of H2. 1 mole react करेगा 3 mole of H2 ਦੇ ਨਾਲ. ਤਾਂ 17 या reacts with, या you can say कि 1 mole of N2 requires कितने moles of hydrogen? 3 moles of hydrogen to produce 2 moles of ammonia. So 178.7 moles will require 3 into 1785.7. That comes out to be 5355.9. That comes out to be, now see, ਇੰਨੀ ਮੋਲਸ ਨਾਈਟ੍ਰੋਜਨ ਦੇ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ 1 ਮੋਲ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ 3 ਮੋਲਸ ਹਾਈਡਰੋਜਨ ਦੇ ਚਾਹੀਦੇ ਸੀ, ਤੇ ਇੰਨੇ ਮੋਲਸ ਲਈ 1785.7 ਮੋਲਸ ਲਈ ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ 3 ਨਾਲ ਮਲਟੀਪਲਾਈ, ਦੈਟ ਮੀਨਸ ਵੀ ਨੀਡ 5355.9 moles, but we are to only given with 5,000 moles because in condition, because due according to the question condition we have given only 10 kg. From 10 kg we find out the moles, यानी कि अपन को गिवन था सिर्फ 5000 मोल्स है, यानी कि 10 किलोग्राम हाइड्रोजन च कितने मोल्स है? 5000 मोल्स. एंड वी रिक्वायर दिस. सो वट इज द लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट? लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट यानी कि जेड़ा अपने को लैस अमाउंट दे विच प्रेजेंट है, दैट विल बी द, सो द लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट becomes हाइड्रोजन, because हाइड्रोजन हैज, because अपन जिन्ने अपन नाइट्रोजन दे प्रोवाइडेड है उन दे अकॉर्डिंग अपने को हाइड्रोजन दे मोल्स लेस है, घट है. नाउ बिकॉज अपन हुन लिमिटिंग रिएजेंट पता चल गया, नाउ वी विल इजीली एबल टू फाइंड आउट द नंबर ऑफ अमाउंट ऑफ अमोनिया प्रोड्यूस्ड. नाउ सी, according to the reaction 3 moles of hydrogen produces 2 moles of NH3, and 1 mole of hydrogen produce 2/3 mole of ammonia, and this much 5000 moles will produce 2/3 into 5000, which comes out to be 3333.3 moles. Now what the question is, अपन उन्होंने कैलकुलेट की करन नु किया है मास ऑफ अमोनिया प्रोड्यूस. नाउ विल फाइंड आउट द मास. द फार्मूला की हुंदा है, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮੋਲਸ ਦਾ ਫਾਰਮੂਲਾ ਕੀ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਹੈ, ਗਿਵਨ ਮਾਸ ਬਾय molar mass. Now we have to calculate given mass, so given mass will come mole into molar mass. Moles we have already figured out, 3.3 and molar mass of ammonia is NH3, 14 plus 3 that is 17. When you will multiply you will get 56,666.6, and if you will divide by 1000 it will write 56.67. you can round figure it, yani 56.67 kg. So this was all about stoichiometry and limiting reagent. Please understand the video carefully, see the understand and try to solve the question which are given in the description box below. Thank you.